Hi everyone, how are we doing today? I hope you're doing great. I'm honestly going through it this week. I'm having a hard week where I'm just like contemplating like the meaning of life and what my purpose is and just, you know, trying hard not to cry every 5 seconds. All week I was trying to think of an idea for a YouTube video and I couldn't think of one, but it made me start thinking like, why do I even post YouTube videos in the first place? Why do I create content and put it out into the world? And like, I don't have a brand, I'm not a business, I'm not trying to sell something. I'm just a person who wants to connect with other people. And sometimes I feel like that just isn't enough. And that sends me to spiral. Like, why am I doing all of this? Like, I've placed myself in this box of, my name is Alexis and these are my 5 skills I can do, and don't expect me to do anything else, and I won't even expect myself to do anything else because I don't want to break out of this mold I've made for myself. And I was just thinking all week, like, why not? Like, why is it so hard for people to try new things and be accepted for it or appreciated for it? Not saying that every time you try something new, people are going to shoot you down. Honestly, most of the time people are supportive, or at least I'd hope they'd be if they're your friend or family. I just get so nervous to try new things sometimes because I don't want people to judge me. And I feel like some weeks I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm living my life around how other people might perceive me or think about me, when I could just be living my life for me, and that could be enough and I could be happy. So before I go any further though with this video, like, I am not a doctor or a psychologist or a life coach. I am just a 23-year-old with a liberal arts college degree. So this is just me talking about my experiences in my life. So like this week, I was soul searching. I was reflecting on just the past year. You know, we've been in quarantine for almost a year. I just keep thinking how badly I want a passion. Like, how badly I wish I could find a passion to put my entire being into. Like, a year ago, if you asked me my passion, I easily could answer that for you. I would say musical theater, of course. Like, that was my entire life. I had just graduated college, I had worked at professional theaters, I would audition in the mornings, I would take dance classes, voice lessons. I was living on this perfect path that I had planned for myself since I was 17, and I was checking off all the boxes and doing all of the steps, you know, get into a good musical theater program, train for 4 years, graduate, move to New York City, audition. Like, I was doing all of my boxes, and then the pandemic happened and all of a sudden that was like all gone. Like, you could say now, well, Alexis, if your passion is performing, like, you can do that online. But I can confidently say my passion is not performing in my bedroom. It's not. It's not taking a dance class in my room on Zoom. It's not, you know, filming a dance 10,000 times and then posting it on TikTok or Instagram and acting like I just rolled out of bed and did that dance perfectly. And I still do it. I still, you know, I sing and I dance and I try to keep up with it, but there's nothing like live performance, and that's my passion. And you know, when that's taken away from you all of a sudden, you have to kind of reassess your life and see what else you're good at, what else you enjoy. And obviously I have other interests and other likes. I've been trying to find something that like feeds my soul. That sounds so corny, but that feeds my soul the same way that did. But the good part in all of this, I guess, like the slight silver lining, is that I know I like it because I really miss it. Because a lot of people will do something their whole life and just do it because they're good at it, not because they love it. So it's kind of reassuring to me to know that I miss it and I do love it. While I've waited for theater to come back, I've tried like time and time again to find a new passion. Something that I could distract myself with and love and work on every day and just like put my heart and soul into. It's been super inspiring to see all of my friends in this time, because most of my friends do theater as well, to find like their own thing. Like, my boyfriend did photography on the side. He's now transformed that into an entire business. Or I have friends who've started Etsy shops or gaming channels, like anything like that. Like, people have really taken this time and like crafted a whole different path for themselves that they never saw coming, but they love it. I am so inspired by that. And it's so hard sometimes because I'm like, wait, I want to do that too. Like, I want to build something from the ground up. I want to create something, but I'm like struggling. I'm like running after them, trying to find something to create because I genuinely want to, and I'm so passionate about it, but I have nothing specifically to be passionate about except for wanting to be passionate about something. So in my like attempt a few months ago to connect with people and build a brand for myself, I made this YouTube channel. And I'm so happy I made this channel because I love making YouTube videos. I've always wanted to do it. I've like poured myself into like researching YouTube. How does it work? How can I get more subscribers? How can I get more views? What content are people looking for? What will people watch? And I've put myself into that, but at the end of the day, people always talk about, well, if you're gonna be a YouTuber, you need a niche. And like, I guess my niche, my niche, whatever, I don't even know how you say it, would be lifestyle. That's where I've become so lost. I make jokes on this channel. I say, oh, my only personality trait is living in New York. But then sometimes, you know, it's like you're going to bed and you like open your eyes and you're like, oh, is that really all I am? Just like a person who lives in New York City? And I know I'm like, I need to give myself some credit. Like, I definitely have skills, but I want something else that's just like performing in a show that I can do myself in my apartment and find the same kind of joy. So it's hard for me to find something that I can give to others through this YouTube channel. I mean, in an ideal world, I just want to give other people my personality. Like, I want to make people laugh, or I want to make people feel heard and seen. I want people to watch my videos and leave them thinking about something with a different opinion, or leaving just feeling better. That's kind of what I want my niche to be, but that it's all like a thought. Like, that whole thing is just like a concept. It's not a tangible thing. Like, here, I'm selling you a candle. Here's this candle. Will you buy my candle? I'm going to teach you everything I know about candles. It's more of an idea. So it makes me feel kind of lost sometimes because it's something I want to give to people and I want other people to see so badly, but it's a thought. It's not a tangible item I can just sell. So this brings me around to, why are we afraid to be ourselves? Well, I will tell you, I have no idea. I mean, I kind of know. The fear of being judged, the fear of people thinking poorly of you. I mean, I get those thoughts in my head every single day. You know, you set your life up to be one thing. Like, for example, musical theater was my path. I was like, I will belt, I will dance, I will sing, and that will be my path, and I will just keep climbing until I get to the top. And that's what I'm gonna do, and that's the path I'm gonna take, and I'm never gonna quit, and nothing's going to steer me in a different path because that's the path I choose. But you know, a curveball is thrown at you, and it necessarily might not even have to be the pandemic. Like, for me it was, but it could be you realize you don't love something anymore, or you get sick, or you break your leg, or you have to move to a different country, like anything like that. And anything can derail your plans. And I think I struggle with living my life spontaneously and not according to a plan. And in a year like this where you can't plan anything, it kind of was a wake-up call. Like, I need to just start living, not living according to a plan. You know, you say you're one thing, but what if you want to be a songwriter or a model or an author? You can do anything you want to do. It doesn't matter. Like, you can go to school for finance, but then decide that you want to write a book. Or you can go to school for opera and you can decide that you want to be a model. In our heads, we always say, like, I can't do this because I am not confident enough, or pretty enough, or brave enough, or tall enough, or whatever. And I say those things literally every day myself. But why? Examples from my own life. My boyfriend is a photographer, as I've said before and in many other videos. And he takes pictures of me all the time, and these pictures make me feel amazing about myself. I love posing, I love photo shoots, I love all of that. And anytime the thought comes into my head, maybe you should try to model for something, not as a career, even just for fun. Or someone else says, like, these are really pretty, you should put them in a modeling portfolio. I immediately am like, oh, I negate myself. I say, oh, no, like, I just do this for fun, like, I could never be a model. I constantly am putting myself down. I'm saying, oh, well, I can't do that because I'm only 5'4", or I can't do that because my face is too asymmetrical. A model could never look like this. Why do I say that? Like, why not? Why can't I be a model? Why can't you be a model? Why can't you be an author? Why can't you be an athlete? Like, why not? It's literally 2021. Like, anything is possible. You know, maybe I couldn't have been a model in 1962, but I'd like to believe we live in a world that's way more accepting of people. Or like another example, I majored in musical theater, right? So you'd think anything involving music or dance, I could just go for. No. The second I think in my head, oh, maybe I want to write my own song, even if no one ever hears it, even if the song is just for me, I immediately think, oh no. Or if I want to experiment in a different genre of music besides musical theater, I think to myself, like, stay in your lane, people won't like that. You can't branch out, that's not your thing. But who's actually saying this? And if they are saying this, why does their opinion even matter? Why are we so afraid of being ourselves and doing the things that we want to do? Honestly, I just want to not be afraid to be myself. And I think this year I have grown with that. I dyed my hair, which I said I would never do. And I always was like, oh, well, I will never dye my hair because I'll look bad. But in the back of my head, I was always like, oh, I want to dye my hair. But the reason I always told people I was never going to dye my hair was because I was too scared that people would judge me or think I looked bad or whatever. But now I dyed my hair and I feel amazing. I don't really care if anyone likes it or if they don't like it. I'm just glad I did it. I get so nervous that people are going to say, wow, she's changed, or wow, she really decided to post that, or whatever. Maybe that's a good thing sometimes. Like, you need to grow. You can't just live your life the same way for your entire life. You need to have new experiences, try new things. Some people might not know what they want to do for half of their lifetime. So you just never know. You never know where you're gonna go. And I don't want people to always see me as the same person. You know, I don't want people to always see me as like the polite little girl who always follows the rules, or the girl who always plays it safe. I want to be seen as someone who tries new things and takes risks and is celebrated for that. Like, when I was younger, I always thought that when you were an adult and you were out of school and just living your life, that all of the mean thoughts like left your head. You weren't worried about people judging you, and I thought people didn't even judge you anymore. You were an adult, why would they? But that is so false, people do. But I think the difference is that when you're an adult, you have the freedom to choose the people that you surround yourself with. Like, you don't have to sit in that math class where people are going to bully you because you sit next to the class bully. You can choose where you're living, what job you're working, what you're doing with your life, and you can actively choose to surround yourself with love instead of judgment, which is easier said than done. If you take anything from this video, just know that it is okay to not have it all figured out. Like, I don't. I definitely don't. Like, you don't even need to know exactly what you're passionate about right now. And you don't have to have it all figured out no matter what age you are. Like, you need to just do the things that you want to do and do them for yourself. Don't do them for others. And if you want to try something, try it. I catch myself all the time judging other people, especially girls, because we're just taught to judge people that don't do the same things as us or aren't like us. I catch myself doing it all the time. At the end of the day, like, my opinion doesn't matter if I think that someone is doing something that's weird, you know? Like, in the same way that if I'm doing something and someone thinks it's weird, it doesn't really affect them, so why does it matter? I get so nervous about posting a YouTube video because I think people are gonna think I'm weird. But who? Like, people from my high school that I haven't talked to in 5 years? Like, that doesn't matter. And maybe other people don't feel this way. Maybe it's just me. I have a lot of anxiety. I overthink every single thing I do. I always think people hate me. I always think people are out to get me. But I need to just learn that they're not, and like, it doesn't matter. And a lot of it's amplified because this year I haven't seen like anyone in person. Everything's online. So I just make up these narratives in my head. Chill out. That's a message to myself, but maybe to you too. Chill out. So to any of my 79 subscribers watching this right now, thank you for supporting my YouTube channel. I feel very safe here, and I hope you do too. And to all of you that have made it this far and not subscribed to me, thank you for watching too. After my whole rant of this video, I wrote notes. I didn't even really follow them the entire time. I hope that there's a through line through this video that you're not alone. If you constantly are judging every single thing that you do, and you are constantly worried that people are out to get you, or you're worried that people are going to judge you, and you're afraid to try new things, or you're afraid to do things that you've always wanted to do, know that a lot of people feel that way. I feel that way literally every single day of my life, and I'm working on it. Just go for it. Do something tomorrow that scares you. And it doesn't even have to be a big risk. It could just be something as simple as getting out your guitar. That's what I'm doing tonight. I will be spending the rest of my night playing my guitar because I bought a guitar when I was 13, 10 years ago, and I was so excited I was gonna play the guitar. I took lessons for like 2 months, eventually forgot about it, and every day I kick myself for not learning an instrument. So I am going to be playing the guitar because who knows? Maybe that could be my next passion, but you don't know until you try. That is my words of wisdom for the night. And if you watch this and you want to try something new and you're nervous about it and you don't think anyone will support you, I will. DM me, because I will support your new endeavors and passions and dreams. So with that, good night. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you enjoy me. And just let it all go. Just let it all go. All right, bye.